Afghanistan is one of the worst mine-affected countries in the world, and the history of mining in Afghanistan very much follows the sort of ever-changing political situation and security situation and the history of conflict in Afghanistan. According to the UN, there are about 100,000 casualties in Afghanistan since the start of the conflict. It's a huge number. A breadwinner in Afghanistan is actually supporting at least 10 members of his family, so we're talking about 1 million or even more people of Afghanistan, being affected somehow by the tragic events of mines in ERW in this country.
Halo basically started off as a mine clearance organisation, so we do survey in support of manual and mechanical clearance operations, but we're doing much more. The country basically is awash with munitions. More than 60% of all casualties historically in the country have been as a result of exploding munitions. We do a lot of battle area clearance, surface and subsurface. We work with the authorities to deal with stockpiles of degraded ammunition, and our weapons and ammunition disposal teams are actually concerned with going into communities and persuading them to allow us to remove buried caches of munitions which have been in the ground 10, 15 or 20 years. There are 570 odd square kilometres which are still sitting uncleared on the National Contamination Database. That as a proportion of what's being completed is just over 20%. So almost 80% has now been cleared during the last 25 years by a mixture of international and national clearance agencies, of which the Halo Trust is one. The insurgency, as it is today, is basically all about the need to alleviate poverty. Humanitarian mine clearance provides an enormous stabilising effect for marginalised communities that would otherwise potentially be contributing men to the insurgent groups.
As part of Halo activities in Afghanistan since 2010, Halo Trust has been involved in a program called the Peace and Reintegration Program by providing job opportunities for these men of fighting age. We are actually playing a very positive role in the places where insurgency is quite high, and this program continues. It just needs donor support.
Well, obviously after 25 years, Halo's program in Afghanistan is mature and established. So the blessing of that is that we have a team of extremely dedicated and talented Afghans who actually run the program. So right now, with 2,400 staff, national staff on the ground, we have 2 expatriates who are embedded in the management team.
With help from international community, I think this problem can be resolved. The typical example is we have done about 80% of the work. So I think that this is possible. It's not an impossible job.
We understand that the extension request of the Ottawa Treaty mandates Afghanistan to complete all its formal clearance operations by 2023. So we're working against a ticking clock. There are vehicles, detectors, other stores and management command that would allow us to grow back to 4,000, 4,500 staff. We need to continue selling the message to our core donors and to new donors that there is still benefit in funding humanitarian clearance operations in country.